What's up everybody, Age here, and the Guild Wars 2 video for today is going to focus on increasing survivability on Thief. Now these tips are going to be once again based off what I've seen in ranks, but also based off what I've seen in some PvP streams. Some of these seem pretty obvious, but in case some of you watching are new to Thief, it's good to cover. So without further ado, let's get started. Now the first tip is to be smart about reviving downed allies. Many professions have strong ways in order to revive a down player without too much of a penalty. Ellies have Obsidian Flesh, Mesmers have Distortion Shatter, Revenants have Infused Light, Thief Blur Trait maybe if you run Acrobatics, but players rarely run Acrobatics. So in other words, you are a cleave target when reviving someone. So when you go for a revive as a Thief, you should be sure that you have a good chance to pick up that person without going into down state yourself. If not, it's better to cleave in order to get a quick kill or force enemies away from the down body as best as possible. You going down in addition to your teammate can lead to a good advantage for the enemy team. Now tip 2 is one that is a tough pill to swallow sometimes, but run away if you have to. I've seen thieves stay in engagements too long sometimes and it leads to them dying. For example, a thief on my team once tried to 1v1 a warrior on a neutral point. The thief has lost the matchup twice before, and instead of disengaging to another point or kiting till he couldn't and then disengaging, the thief took the fight to the very end and lost again, sadly. Now, I'm not saying run at the first sign of trouble all of the time. If you think you have a good chance against someone, sure, take the fight. But know your limits and engagements or when a team fight is lost. Thief is very good at disengaging when things go south. Now tip 3 is identify which professions in your match are playing Condi. There are some standard Condi builds like with Reaper or with Berserker, but sometimes people play off-meta condition builds, such as I've ran into a Condi Ranger once in a game. And Thief doesn't deal too well with condition damage, so knowing which professions can make your day worse Condi-wise will help you in how to engage them. Tip number 4 is focus viable targets. I guess this requires a bit of profession knowledge, but quickly survey a fight and pick the best target to engage. What I mean by this is essentially don't focus a full health warrior when there is a Reaper who just dropped their shroud. Enemies around 50% and called targets are usually good targets as well. Bursting a 50% enemy usually puts them into downstate, and called targets are what your team is focused on attacking. This increases your survivability because taking out more viable targets means less time spent in a fight where you have more chances to get caught out and die. Tip 5. Keep up pressure on your target for as long as you can. After you jump onto a target, and provided you're not dying, keep cleaving and pursuing your target. The idea behind this is to make your target go on the defensive after taking a chunk of their health. They may try to disengage you as a result, but Thief has so many ways to close the gap again. Making the opponent go on the defensive also means they're not doing damage to you. Of course, if you start getting focused as a result, or get retaliated on, you can disengage and shortly afterwards hop back into the fight again. Alright, so let's summarize. Number 1, be smart on reviving down teammates. Number 2, disengage if you have to. Number 3, beware of Condi. Number 4, focus targets you can take down quickly or more easily. Number 5, pressure your target for as long as possible. And that's all for now. If I think of any more tips concerning survivability, they'll be in a future video. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and even that sub button if so inclined. It helps me out a lot. This has been Age, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace!